here as a paraprofessional and basketball coach. So I volunteered as a basketball coach last year. Had the opportunity to come back. I was going to volunteer again, and a job opening came up, and it was for a paraprofessional, and I applied, got the job, started in the classrooms as a para, and got my sub license like a month in, and by October, I was put into a classroom because a teacher left. And I've been in my classroom since October. Um, Signed my new contract to come here next year, and next year I will be teaching fifth grade math. Um, some of the qualities that I feel like I possess is advocacy, compassion, uh, what else here? Honesty, and curiosity. I'm always curious. I want to understand what my students are thinking, right? So I can meet them where they are. And while I meet them where they are, I can elevate them. And so far, it's been working, right? Honesty, being upfront with them and open, not just with my students, but with my colleagues, right? Uh, I'm not a very social person outside of the job, but being here in this environment and our community, because if you're in a school, that's your community, right? I feel like that's important. It's important for growth, not just for you, not just for your colleagues, but for our scholars. Let's see, compassion. Compassion is a huge thing, right? Because I've seen, I've been in classrooms where I've seen teachers just disconnect, be strictly about the book and nothing else, right? Real life happens to us, and real life happens to our students. And whereas if you don't show compassion, then sometimes you lose that connection with the students, with the scholars. And the connection is the most important thing, because some of them come to school looking for that connection because they may not get it at home. And with that, if you can connect with them, you can build them up, right? And you can change their lives. Places where I feel like I can improve, professional conduct, whereas I am not unprofessional, I want to improve in that area because I always have a plan to go forward, right? And I want to show my students that you can look like me and still be professional, and you can be fun. Like, I tell my students, like, I'm the coolest nerd you would probably ever meet, right? And they laugh, but they also understand I'm a wealth of knowledge just because I didn't start as a teacher. This wasn't my first profession. So I've been around as far as work and life, and I bring that to the table. So I feel like that can help me in the class, and it's helped me in my class thus far. So as I continue to grow, because I love this so much, as I continue to grow, I can work on my professional conduct. Um, what else? I can work, whereas I possess like the advocacy. I do advocate for my students. I advocate for myself, because if no one else, like you as a teacher have to realize and advocate for your kids. Because if you don't, I've had a lot of parents so far, and it's my first year, not want to get their kids help as far as an IEP or a 504 or any help they need. They kind of shy away from it. But you have to push and have to advocate for these kids. And I want to get better at that. And I also want to get better at reflecting on not just my day, my moments within a day, right? Where can I improve? How can I get better? How can I keep learning and growing? I'm always looking to improve. So yeah, I feel like with all that, bringing that together, going into my second year since we're almost done, I feel like I can grow as a teacher, as a professional. My first year, my formal, I had an effective on my formal. A lot of first year teachers don't get that, right? So I'm happy there, but now I want a highly effective. What's next? What's the next level? How can I grow? Because if I'm growing, then my students are growing.